Isn't suing the food companies the same thing the Biden administration did and it didn't really work?
Well,
How's this any different?
nothing the Biden administration did worked.
So why are you doing it?
Because this isn't the same thing. If they had done this, if they'd done it properly, we'd be in a different spot. And like beef is one component. Thanksgiving turkey was down 16%.
Well, I know you are working on the trade front, and for American farmers and the prices that they are experiencing, that they're feeling a pinch about not having a market to sell into necessarily.
Well, not anymore.
Well, the agricultural secretary just said that the president's going to announce a bridge payment for farmers this week to give them short-term relief while you're working on these, finalizing these trade packages.
Well,
there are these low crop prices and the soybeans in particular. I know you spoke with China's Vice Premier Friday. Are they going to speed purchasing up?
Well, they're not going to speed purchasing up. They're in the cadence that we agreed to. Soybean prices are up about 12 or 15% since the agreement with the Chinese. They are going to buy 12.5 million metric tons. But Margaret, I'm involved in the agricultural industry. I run a soybean farm, and I can tell you—
You own one. You invest in it.
Sorry?
You own or invest in
and people in my
farm?
family go out and work on it. I actually just divested it this week as part of my ethics agreement, so I'm out of that business, but I probably know more about any Treasury secretary than about agriculture since the 1800s. And I can tell you that what farmers need is certainty. And we have put that in place with this trade deal. 12.5 million metric tons this year, 25 million metric tons for the next 3 years for soybeans, also sorghum and lumber.
So those purchases, just to clarify, those will be this year? Because I heard you say this past week that some of the purchases wouldn't take place until February.
Well, for the season. So the crop year.
The season year.
Yep.
Okay. But why, if everything's fine, then why do farmers need a bridge payment from the agricultural department?
Sorry?
Why would farmers need a bridge payment from the agriculture department then?
Because these prices haven't come in, because the Chinese actually used our soybean farmers as pawns in the trade negotiations. And we are going to create this bridge because, again, agriculture is all about the future. You've got to start financing for planning next year when things will be very good.
I want to ask you about something that was announced this past week, the Trump accounts and building on this concept. So parents, as I understand, are going to be able to open these accounts via the Treasury for their kids, their tax-deferred investment vehicles to U.S. citizen children under 18. You get $1,000 from the government for babies born between 2025 and 2028. So there are going to be restrictions on what the money can be used for, college tuition or their first house. Is that right?
No, it is. The federal government for children born in the period you just described is going to put $1,000 into these Trump accounts. It will be invested in a widely diversified low-cost index, and then it will be available
in the stock market,
in the stock market,
exchange-traded fund or mutual fund.
So in essence, it is a trust fund. It is a piece of the American economy for every child, and they will be able to take it out when they're 18, or they can convert it to a more IRA-type program and keep it for their retirement.
So there won't be the restrictions I mentioned there about how they use the money?
No.
Okay. So there was also a broadening of this past week with the Dell Foundation making a significant investment in the American children. So how is this going to work? Why structure it this way instead of a savings account, for example?
Well, a savings account just gets interest. This is the compounding power of the stock market. You know, as Warren Buffett says, don't bet against the American stock market, don't bet against the economy. And this is going to bring a whole group of new investors into the market. We're going to couple it with a big amount of financial literacy so that children understand what they own. The Incredible Gift by Michael and Susan Dell will be is a program that philanthropists, foundations can do to top up these accounts. And we are expecting, we're already at Treasury's already in discussions with foundations, with major philanthropists to top up these accounts. It could either be for all children, or you can specify it by zip code, a school district, or you can do what the Dells did and say that it won't apply to the zip codes of the top 20% of earners.
And more information is going to be coming out on how to use this and access it?
Yes, in the coming weeks we'll do that, and then the official kickoff will be July 5th.
Before I let you go, I want to